So will Caitlin Clark be a good pro? Absolutely. Will Caitlin Clark come into the WNBA and do what she's doing right now immediately? Absolutely not.
Imagine two basketball legends, both Hall of Famers, once bound by respect, now divided by a rising star. Sheryl Swoopes, one of the WNBA's most iconic players, has broken her silence, firing back after fellow Hall of Famer Nancy Lieberman made a shocking claim. Their friendship had ended over Caitlin Clark. What was it about this young phenom that drove such a wedge between two trailblazers of the sport? In this video, we dive deep into the controversy, the heated exchanges, and the unraveling of a once strong bond between two basketball greats. Stay tuned, because this story is far from over. WNBA legend Sheryl Swoopes has responded to Hall of Famer Nancy Lieberman, who suggested that a disagreement involving Caitlin Clark led to the end of their friendship. Lieberman shared these details during her appearance on Stephen A. Smith's show in mid-September, following her commentary at the Indiana Fever versus Dallas Wings game that took place on Sunday, September 15th. According to Stephen A. Smith, Swoopes was dropped from the broadcast team for that game, reportedly due to past controversy surrounding Caitlin Clark, and was replaced by Lieberman. Lieberman, a former head coach of the Detroit Shock, did not deny the switch, but chose to disclose the details of the friendship fallout between her and Swoopes. Lieberman explained that a phone conversation aimed at helping Swoopes understand certain aspects of Clark's career had driven a wedge between them. "She got upset with me on the phone," Lieberman said on Smith's show. "And I was like, Sheryl, I'm not doing anything to hurt you, I'm just sharing. And so, our relationship pretty much is not happening at this point. I tried to talk to her at the Final Four, and she didn't want to talk to me." Swoopes, who saw Lieberman's comments, quickly fired back on social media, addressing both Lieberman and Stephen A. Smith. "Now here you go. I get what you're trying to do with your boy as Stephen A. Smith, but it ain't working," Swoopes wrote in response. "You know good and well what happened. And ditto, my life is good without you too, and him. You want to go there?" Swoopes and Smith have had a public disagreement over Caitlin Clark for much of the year. The two have exchanged critical remarks online, with Swoopes voicing her disapproval of Clark on several occasions. In contrast, Smith has been a vocal supporter of the Indiana Fever star, leading to the ongoing tension. Lieberman, on the other hand, has positioned herself as an advocate for women's basketball as a whole, and did not express any criticism of Clark. During her appearance on Smith's show, Lieberman made it clear that she does not harbor negative feelings toward Clark, which some believe might have exacerbated her rift with Swoopes. Some fans and critics online have questioned Smith's decision to discuss Swoopes' situation with others, like Lieberman, without directly involving Swoopes in the conversation. It remains unclear whether Swoopes would agree to an interview with Smith if asked. Sheryl Swoopes didn't think Caitlin Clark was dominating the WNBA. Caitlin Clark certainly made lots of waves in her rookie WNBA season with the Indiana Fever, putting up impressive numbers and setting records. But is she truly dominating the league? WNBA legend Sheryl Swoopes doesn't think so. Despite Clark's standout performance, averaging 19.5 points per game, a league best 8.4 assists, along with 5.7 rebounds and 1.3 steals, Swoopes believes there's more to being a dominant player. "Those are hell of a numbers," Swoopes remarked during an appearance on the Gills Arena podcast in mid-September. "But to me, that's not dominating." Swoopes made these comments on the same podcast where she previously stirred up Clark's fan base earlier in the year. In a February episode, Swoopes had incorrectly claimed that Clark broke the NCAA scoring record because she played 5 seasons in college, when in fact, Clark only played 4. After the backlash, Swoopes acknowledged her mistake and publicly apologized to Clark. During that same February discussion, Swoopes also gave her assessment of Clark as a pro. "Will Caitlin Clark be a good pro? Absolutely," Swoopes had said of the then Iowa standout. "Will Caitlin Clark come into the WNBA and do what she's doing right now immediately? Absolutely not. Not gonna happen. Fast forward to September, and Swoopes revisited her remarks on the podcast, clarifying that she never said Clark wouldn't succeed. I know people are like, oh my god, you said she wouldn't be good, but I didn't say she wouldn't be good, Swoopes explained. What I said was, I didn't think Caitlin or Angel Reese would come into the league and dominate immediately, which I don't think either of them did. Sheryl Swoopes, a 3-time WNBA MVP and Hall of Famer inducted in 2016, knows what it takes to succeed at the highest level. Yet, even when reflecting on her own MVP seasons with the Houston Comets in 2000, 2002, and 2005, she downplayed her dominance. I don't think I dominated, Swoopes said. I played very well, and I played very well on both sides of the ball. I scored, I rebounded, I defended. But to me, you can win MVP and not be dominant. According to Swoopes, there's only one player who truly dominated the WNBA during the 2014 season, Las Vegas Aces star Aya Wilson, who broke league records in both scoring and rebounds. Only one player is dominating the WNBA this season, Swoopes said, referring to Wilson's extraordinary performance. Still, Swoopes was quick to praise Clark's progress, particularly after the Olympic break. The Fever turned their season around, going 9-4 in that stretch and clinching their first playoff berth since 2016. Clark played a pivotal role in that success, setting a WNBA single-game record with 19 assists against the Dallas Wings on July 17th, and breaking the league's season-long assist record with 329 assists by the end of the regular season. Even so, Swoopes reiterated her stance that Clark isn't quite dominating the league yet. I still don't think she's dominating, Swoopes said, but she's a different player than she was in the first half of the season. Swoopes acknowledged that Clark had made significant strides in her rookie season, living up to much of the hype surrounding her arrival in the league. However, she stood by her initial prediction that Clark wouldn't immediately dominate, adding that Clark's adjustment to the professional game was right on track. I've never questioned if Caitlin was a good player, Swoopes emphasized. I think she's a hell of a player. My thing was, no, I didn't think she would come in and dominate. I thought it would take her some time to adjust to being a professional. And to me, I think that's exactly what she's done. Swoopes' assessment actually points to the learning curve faced by even the most talented rookies as they adapt to the challenges of playing at the highest level. While Clark may not have dominated the WNBA in her rookie year, by Swoopes' definition, her impact on the league has been undeniable, and the future certainly looks bright for the young star. Let's take a look at Clark's historic rookie season. Caitlin Clark has wrapped up a remarkable debut season in the WNBA, earning the prestigious 2024 Rookie of the Year award, a fitting conclusion to a year that captivated basketball fans and pushed the league to new heights. After making history at Iowa with her sensational college career, Clark was selected first overall by the Indiana Fever and wasted no time making her mark in the professional ranks. Her long-range shooting, jaw-dropping assists, and ability to pack arenas wherever she played drew massive attention throughout the season. When it came to Rookie of the Year voting, the results were decisive. Clark received 66 out of 67 possible votes, handily defeating her top rival, Angel Reese, who had been her competitor even during their college days. Reese, known for her dominance on the boards, led the WNBA in rebounding with 13.1 per game. However, a wrist injury sidelined her during the closing stretch of the regular season, which limited her impact. Reese received only one vote, while Clark's incredible individual achievements, combined with Indiana's resurgence as a playoff team, earned her overwhelming support. Clark played a strong role in transforming the Fever's fortunes. Under her leadership, the team made the playoffs for the first time since 2016, securing the number 6 seed. Although Indiana was swept 2-0 by the Connecticut Sun in the first round, Clark saw the experience as a stepping stone. After the series, she reflected on the team's progress, saying, "It gave us a taste of where we want to be. already looking ahead with optimism toward future seasons. Statistically, Clark's rookie season was nothing short of extraordinary. She led all first-year players in scoring, averaging 19.2 points per game, ranking 7th in the entire WNBA. Even more impressive, she led the league in assists, averaging 8.4 per game, while also sinking the most three-pointers of any player in the league, with 122 made from beyond the arc. Throughout the season, Clark broke multiple records, including the rookie marks for points and assists in a single season. She also set the WNBA record for most assists in a game and became the first rookie in the league's 28-year history to record a triple-double, not once, but twice, first in July and again on September 4th. Looking ahead, Clark is widely expected to continue her rise in the league, with many predicting she'll be a strong candidate for all WNBA honors, an exclusive selection reserved for the league's top players. Her Rookie of the Year win has cemented her place as one of the WNBA's brightest young stars, and her debut season not only showcased her individual brilliance, but also helped raise the league's visibility and popularity to unprecedented levels. Now, we'd love to hear your thoughts. How would you rate Caitlin Clark's rookie season? Do you believe she deserved the Rookie of the Year award over Angel Reese? Share your opinions in the comments below.